Today we are going to talk about reactive series, extraction of metals and rusting. Okay, so what is reactive series? Reactive series is a list of metals ranged from most reactive to least reactive according to the how easily they can lose electron and form positive ions. Okay, reactive series of reactive series from most reactive to least reactive. Potassium is most reactive, then sodium, then calcium, then magnesium, then aluminum, then carbon, then zinc, iron, tin, lead, hydrogen, copper, silver, gold is least reactive, and platinum is the most least reactive. Please stop calling me if you want to learn it. P is potassium. Please stop calling me a clever zebra. I told little Harry cats steal golden plates. Okay, you can learn that, and that can help you for the least from most reactive to least reactive. Okay, the characteristic of reactive metals. Highly reactive metals lose electrons very easily. Okay, reacts rapidly with water and acid. They form compounds quickly and they are difficult to extract from ores. Least reactive lost electron less easily, react slowly or not at all. Offer occurs uncombined in nature. For example, gold is uncombined in nature with water. Potassium very violently. Okay, we usually don't react potassium directly with water because it's a very violent reaction. Even sodium. Okay, calcium, yes, it's a rapid reaction but not violent. Okay, magnesium slow with cold, faster with steam. Zinc reacts with steam. Iron, yes, reacts with steam, but copper didn't react with steam, water. That's why we use them for transfer of electricity. Okay, with dilute acid, most above hydrogens reacts with dilute acid to produce what? Metal plus acid reacts and produce salt and hydrogen that we have talked about in acid reactions. So Mg plus 2HCl gives us MgCl2 plus hydrogen. Okay. Copper, silver, and gold, these three metals, remember, do not react with dilute hydrochloric acid because they are below the hydrogen in the reactivity series, so they cannot be replaced. Displacement reaction. More reactive metal displace the less reactive metal from its compound. For example, zinc is more reactive than copper, so it will replace zinc, copper, and copper will be alone here. Okay, copper will be Cu0. Now it's not making a bond with sulfate. Okay, extraction of metal. Extraction is a process of obtaining metals from their ores. Okay, the extraction method depends on the metal position in the reactivity series. Metal above carbon are potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, and aluminum. Okay, these metals are extracted by electrolysis because they are too reactive to be reduced by carbon. Okay, extraction by aluminum. Aluminum 2 oxide, sorry, Al2O3 gives us what? Aluminum plus oxygen. Okay, that is a process that we extract pure aluminum. Okay, metals below carbon, zinc, iron, tin, and lead, they are extracted by reduction with carbon or carbon monoxide. Okay, for example, iron 3 oxide reacts with carbon monoxide gives us iron plus carbon dioxide. Okay, iron oxide is reduced to iron. Okay, we have talked. You can see the lecture on redox reaction or oxidation in the same series. Okay, metals below hydrogen, copper, silver, and gold, they are found as a native metals or extracted by roasting, smelting, or other refining method because they are much less reactive. Blast furnace, iron extraction, raw material iron ore, that is called hematite, coke, the carbon, and limestone. Okay, formation of carbon monoxide. Simply carbon dioxide, we will add more carbon, so it will give us carbon monoxide, 2 moles of carbon monoxide. So we will react iron 3 oxide with 3 moles of carbon monoxide, that will give us 2 moles of iron and 3 moles of carbon dioxide. Removal of impurities. CaCO3 gives us carbon oxide, calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. So calcium oxide plus silicon oxide will give us CaSiO3. That is called slag. Rusting of iron. That is the biggest problem in ship industry. Rusting is the corrosion of iron caused by the reaction of iron with oxygen and water. Okay. For example, that is a 4 moles of oxygen, 3 moles of 4 moles of iron, 3 moles of oxygen, and X moles of water gives us 2 moles of iron 3 oxide plus into X moles of H2O. So rust is hydrated iron oxide. Okay, that is rust. Conditions that are necessary for rust only happens when there is oxygen and moisture. That's why most of the ships in the water got rust. Why? Because there is a lot of oxygen and also a lot of water. If either oxygen or water is absent, rusting does not occur. Okay. Factors that increase rusting: salt water. That is the basic most dangerous thing for rusting. That is salt water. Humid air, acid rain, high moisture, scratched protective coating. Okay, methods to prevent rusting that we do on cars, on everything, on even on windows. Okay, that is painting, block air and moisture, greasing and oiling from the protective barrier, form a protective barrier, plastic coating keep water and oxygen away, galvanizing iron is coated with zinc. That is done in shipping industry. Okay, even if scratch zinc protects iron because zinc is more reactive. Okay, so we use also use electroplating. Iron is coated with chromium or tin, allowing stainless steel contains chromium and resist corrosion. Okay, sacrificial protection, we attach more reactive metal is attached to the iron. For example, zinc and magnesium that is done on a big shipping vessels. The metal corrodes instead of iron. Corrosion is a gradual destruction of metal by chemical reaction. Rusting of iron, tarnishing of silver, green coating on the copper. So topics and key points. Reactivity series metals are arranged by reactivity. Above carbon extracted by electrolysis, below carbon using carbon or carbon monoxide. Rusting is requires oxygen and water. These are the points you have to remember. Rust is hydrated iron 3 oxide. Galvanizing is zinc coating prevent rusting. Sacrificial protection used mostly in ships in the sea, so uses more reactive method. Okay, that's all about it. Please subscribe to my channel and share it with your friend.